Part of our lesson is structure and function of spinal cord. Earlier we discussed structure and function of brain. Spinal cord is the extension of medulla oblongata of brain, which passes through the vertebral column. I have shown it with a blue line. Extension of the medulla oblongata of brain. Structure of spinal cord. Spinal cord is a part of CNS and forms lower extension of medulla oblongata as shown in the figure. Externally, spinal cord appears as a long cylindrical rod with a 45 cm length and 2.5 cm broad. It gradually tapers posteriorly into conus medullaris and continues as a thread-like filum terminale. It appears as a rod-like structure. Then it tapers gradually into a conical structure. That conical structure is called as conus medullaris, and it is continued as filum terminale. This is conus medullaris. This is filum terminale. A bunch of spinal nerves arises from the filum terminale, and those bunch of nerves along with the filum terminale resembles a horse tail, hence it is called as cauda equina. Cauda means tail and equus means horse. Spinal cord shows two swellings, cervical and lumbar swelling. Cervical swelling is a swelling in the cervical region or in the neck region, and lumbar swelling is a swelling in the abdominal region. 31 pairs of spinal nerves arises from spinal cord. These nerves are mainly concentrated in the region of cervical and lumbar swelling. The bunch of nerves in the hind part of spinal cord along with the filum terminale is called as cauda equina, which has been already discussed. TS of spinal cord, another important question. TS of spinal cord shows an H-shaped or butterfly-shaped grey matter. It shows an H-shaped or butterfly-shaped grey matter, and the butterfly-shaped or H-shaped grey matter shows a pair of horns towards the dorsal side called as a dorsal horns. It has a pair of horns towards the ventral side called as ventral horns, and it has got a pair of lateral horns. It has got a pair of dorsal horn marked in red. It has got a pair of ventral horns marked in blue, and it has got a pair of lateral horns. The dorsal horn extends out as dorsal root. The ventral horn extends out as ventral root. The dorsal root contains sensory neuron, while the ventral root contains motor neuron. Within the grey matter there will be an interneuron. So now we have sensory neuron, interneuron and motor neuron. Remember that sensory neuron is present in the dorsal root of spinal cord, while motor neuron is present in the ventral root of spinal cord. The white matter surrounding the grey matter, which divides in 3 columns or funiculae on either side. The dorsal horn extend out of spinal cord as dorsal and ventral roots respectively. An association or interneuron lie in the grey matter. They receive signal, as I told you, that is, there is an interneuron in the grey matter. Sensory neuron is coming through the dorsal horn, and the motor neuron goes out through the ventral horn and ventral root, and both these are connected through interneurons. The nerves arising from these horns emerge out from the ventral root of the spinal cord, that is the motor neurons. White matter consists mainly of bundles of myelinated nerve fiber called ascending and descending tract. White matter is present outside that H-shaped or butterfly-shaped grey matter. Ascending tracts conduct sensory impulses from spinal cord to the brain, and these lie in the dorsal column or funiculi. The descending tracts conduct motor impulses from brain to lateral and ventral funiculi of spinal cord. That is, the white matter has got dorsal columns and ventral columns. Dorsal columns has got ascending tract, while ventral column has got descending tract. What are the functions of spinal cord? The main function of spinal cord is that spinal cord is a center for controlling reflex actions. It is the main center for most of the reflexes. Spinal cord also acts as a pathway for the conduction of impulses from the lower part of the body to the higher regions of the brain, as well as from higher regions of the brain to the lower part of the body. Spinal cord provides pathway for conduction of sensory and motor impulses to and from the brain. It provides nervous connection to many parts of the body. Main function: controls spinal reflexes, pathway for the conduction of impulses from lower part of the body to the higher regions of the brain, and from higher region to lower part of the brain. Thank you.